Kitaban mutashabihan, a book whose parts are resembling each other. And we have seen this. The same subject coming over and over again, discussed over and over again, in different words, different styles, different sequences. Mutashabihan. Masaniya. And repeated, oft repeating. Taqshairu minhu juludul ladina yakhshawna rabbahum. The skins of those people who have some fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shivers with this Quran, when they read Quran. Summa talinu juluduhum wa qulubuhum, and then their skins and hearts get softened for the remembrance of Allah, ila zikrillah. Zalika hudallahi yahdi man yasha, yahdi bihi man yasha. This is the guidance of Allah. If you read Quran and a shivering goes down, your backbone, when you read about Jahannam, about the hell, and when you know the ayat of forgiveness, Allah is Ghafoor, Allah is Sattar, Allah is Halim, and then you have some hope in your heart, so then it means you have the light from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ذَلِكَ هُدَى اللَّهِ يَهْدِي بِهِ مَن يَشَاءُ وَمَن يُضْلِلِ اللَّهُ فَمَا لَهُ مِنْ هَادٍ. And whomsoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has led astray, that is, He has acknowledged his going astray. You have chosen the wrong path, okay, go. Now when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put this seal, now nobody can bring him back on the right path. أَفَمَنْ يَتَّقِي بِوَجْهِهِ سُوءَ الْعَذَابِ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. So the person who will have to confront the worst chastisement of the day of judgment with his face, he will have to face the fire of hell. وَقِيلَ لِلَّذِينَ ذُوقُوا وَقِيلَ لِلظَّالِمِينَ ذُوقُوا مَا كُنْتُمْ تَكْسِبُونَ. And it will be said to the evildoers, now taste what you had been earning. كَذَّبَ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. Those also who were before them belied. فَأَتَاهُمُ الْعَذَابُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. Then the chastisement came to them from those corners from which they could never imagine. فَأَذَاقَهُمُ اللَّهُ خِزْيَ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. So Allah made them taste the chastisement of humiliation in this world. وَالْعَذَابُ الْآخِرَةِ أَكْبَرُ. And the chastisement of the hereafter is much greater. لَوْ كَانُوا يَعْلَمُونَ. Only if they had known. وَلَقَدْ ضَرَبْنَا لِلنَّاسِ فِي هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ مِنْ كُلِّ مَثَلٍ. We have struck in this Quran all the similitudes for mankind's guidance. لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَذَكَّرُونَ. So that they may get the admonition and the reminding. قُرْآنًا عَرَبِيًّا غَيْرَ ذِي عِوَجٍ. And this guidance is in the form of an Arabic Quran. And there is no crookedness. The language is plain and simple, clear. لَعَلَّهُمْ يَتَّقُونَ. So that they may have the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. ضَرَبَ اللَّهُ مَثَلًا رَجُلًا فِيهِ شُرَكَاءُ مُتَشَاكِسُونَ وَرَجُلًا سَلَمًا لِرَجُلٍ. Now another simile Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has struck. There is one slave who has a number of masters, and one slave who is slave to one master. Whose condition would be better? If you are slave to 2 or 3 masters, this master is saying do this, the other says no, do this, the third one says no, do this, you will be in a fix. But if you are the slave of one master, you can please him. He will be pleased with you. You can keep him pleased with you. So one Allah, this is actually the normal life. We have to believe Allah. We have to obey Allah. Not, obey Allah also and somebody else also and somebody else also. Hal yastawiyan masala? Are these two persons equal? Alhamdulillah. All praise be to Allah. Bal aktharuhum la ya'lamun. But most of them know not. Innaka mayyitun. Verily Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you will have to die. Wa innahum mayyitun. In the same way, these people who are opposing you, they will also die. Summa innakum yawmal qiyamati inda rabbikum takhtasimun. Then on the day of resurrection, on the day of judgment, you will argue against each other before your Lord. You will say, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I had conveyed to them all the message, O Allah, which you sent me. Now they are responsible. So this argument is going to be there between you and your people, your nation, on the day of judgment. فَمَنْ أَظْلَمَ مِمَّنْ كَذَبَ عَلَى اللَّهِ. So who is a more wrongdoer than the one who forges a lie against Allah? And it means that he says, I am a Nabi, I am a prophet, Wahi, revelation is coming to me, while there is no revelation coming to him. This is the biggest lie. If somebody stands up and he says, I am a prophet, while Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not chosen him. This is the biggest lie. وَكَذَّبَ بِالصِّدْقِ إِذْ جَاءَهُ. Equally wrong would be to deny and disbelieve the real prophet who has brought truth with him. So, if a prophet comes, you deny him, this is the biggest crime. But if you are not a prophet and you claim to be a prophet, this is also equal to the same. أَلَيْسَ فِي جَهَنَّمَ مَثْوًى لِلْكَافِرِينَ. For all these types of disbelievers, Jahannam, hell is the abode. Now the contrary. وَالَّذِي جَاءَ بِالصِّدْقِ. On the other hand, the person who brings the truth, that is, the prophet, he has brought the truth for people, for mankind. وَصَدَّقَ بِهِ. And he confirms all truths. And this, the Mufassirin say, this denotes to Hazrat Abu Bakr radiyallahu anhu. Jaa bis-sidq Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who brought the truth for the guidance of humanity. وَالَّذِي وَصَدَّقَ بِهِ is Hazrat Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He confirmed immediately. أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُتَّقُونَ. These are the ones who have really fear of Allah in their hearts. لَهُمْ مَا يَشَاءُونَ عِندَ رَبِّهِمْ. For them there will be everything that they will demand. ذَلِكَ جَزَاءُ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. And this is the reward of those who do good deeds. لَيُكَفِّرَ اللَّهُ عَنْهُمْ أَسْوَأَ الَّذِي عَمَلُوا. So that Allah may acquit them of the worst deeds that they might have committed. وَيَجْزِيَهُمْ أَجْرَهُمْ بِأَحْسَنِ الَّذِي كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. And then He recompensed them with their reward for the best of what they used to do. Now what is this meaning? Every good person also who is doing good deeds, but all deeds are not of one level. One virtue or one good deed is it's good, but a lower level. Other is of a very high level.